Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, F1 2020 was such a good year. I'm still getting a kick from having all those new and different races that we had at these different tracks that we haven't raced at for a long time or never raced at before. So, this series I am calling the Alternative F1 Races. Basically, of every race weekend I'll be jumping in to Assetto Corsa in VR and taking part in a Grand Prix weekend, but the tracks that I'll be using, none of them be on the current F1 calendar. So there'll be tracks that are either in the same country or close enough to where the original race was, just to change it up and let's see what F1 would be like in completely different places, some places you wouldn't even think of. With that said, let's get into the race.
So this first run is a little bit cheaty. We are still in Bahrain. It's because I couldn't find any other decent circuits nearby. I wanted to use Qatar, but the mod for Qatar only had 2 pit boxes, so it would have been me versus one other driver, which is not ideal. So I've decided to go for the outer layout, what we had in Sakia last year. So it's a different circuit technically, so we get to have another Bahrain Outer, Bahrain Oval, whatever version you want to call it. We get to have another version of that track. So obviously a very quick track, and you can probably see as well that I'm in a Red Bull. I am driver of the day, which was Sergio Perez. So we're going to be racing as Sergio Perez during this Grand Prix. So we got practice, where I'll remind myself of the track, and then we got 16 minutes of quali, and then jump into the 25% race. 25% makes it 22 laps, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get through this gaggle of cars with the 2 Haas's and the Williams, and I'll see you in quali. Okay, so we're into qualifying now, so I'm just going to get out before anybody else, but I guarantee I'm going to catch people as they come out for my start of my lap. So it's a quick out lap, but I'll pick you guys up again on the on my first flying lap and show you around and remind you of the Bahrain Outer. Okay, so out of the final corner, fast as you can down the straight, hit the DRS, top gear as we cross the start finish line, get down to the first corner, brake down the second, miss the apex completely, accelerate as hard as you can through these corners, DRS again, into 8th gear. Brake, I missed the corner completely, but we'll keep going. Around here, brake coming into that corner. Can actually do that in 3rd, but I had to back off because of the Aston Martin. Got so much wash from the Aston. Try and stay in its slipstream. Coming down to the last corner. Follow it down to the line, hit the DRS. So I'm currently first, but I'm the first one to put the lap in. So we'll see how everyone else does, and I'll keep trying to improve my lap. Okay, so this is going to be my final lap. So I'm currently P4. I just need to be able to see if I can improve in any way. By the fact I missed my braking point, probably not. And 0.3 of a second down. So I might not claim that back, but we'll have to see. Still a bit wide there. No, I've lost it. Oh well, that was worth a shot. So I guess we're starting P4 unless someone else does a bit of lap. So, the grid for the race, Valtteri Bottas put it on pole, as he did in the real Circuit Grand Prix. Then Ricciardo and Lando Norris, second and third, so the two McLaren second and third. Verstappen is just ahead of me in fourth, I'm fifth. Behind me is Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz, Tsunoda, Norris, Leclerc down in 10th, Stroll, Vettel, Alonso, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Raikkonen, Russell, Mazepin, Latifi and Mick Schumacher at the back. I don't think Mick actually even managed to set a lap time, unfortunately. So, 22 laps of the alternative Bahrain Grand Prix. Still in Bahrain, but it's the Bahrain Outer. Here we go. We all get DRS at the start because it's not programmed into us, so of course about the 1 second rule and things like that, so we just get DRS in the zone straight away. Gonna see if I can make a pass on my teammate. I was too cautious coming out that corner. Get him on the inside. No. Oh, I hit him. Oh, I lost so many places. I'm down to 11th behind Stroll. That was me being too aggressive trying to get past Max. Just have to see how I do. See if I can. This is the thing with Sergio. That's normally what's happened to him in the past few races. He's been towards the back and then manages to climb his way through. I'm not as good as Sergio Perez, but see what we can do. I'm not quite close enough to dive bomb on that Aston Martin. I'm much later on the brakes than others there. I'm going to go on the inside of him down here. I'm going to chuck it on the inside of the McLaren. Here's the McLaren of Norris. Try and tuck him behind Lando. Get a bit of a slipstream. I think I'm going to end up braking later than him, so I'm going to... I do as well. Bit of a slip, but he's still there. There he is. Go out, brake him. We got the inside line into turn 1. Got him. Back into 9th. Okay, I'm up behind Carlos's wing. I got a better run on him down the back straight. Run wide up, yeah, don't need to worry about pushing him on, he's stuck behind me. Right, next up is Yuki Tsunoda. Feel like I'm close enough to Tsunoda to be able to get him through this area. Oh, he's still there. It's really, really narrow through there. Got the slipstream on him. I ran wide, so does Sainz. Let's give Yuki the run down the straight. But the DRS is slightly too far ahead to be able to tuck in behind. Oh, I outbraked myself. He's still there, he's still there. Blimey, his AI is as good as he is in real life. And stick my nose in. Can't do anything, but it'll just slow him down a little bit. A bit too far back to be able to try anything. Oh, better run out of there though. Much better run. Pretty even fight down the straight. Should be even fight down the straight between the Red Bull and the AlphaTauris. They're both under engines. I think I'm running less wing than the others. Well, it's only lap 8. Close to him now this lap. Good, dive bomb him. Come on. I don't have the grip or the confidence through there to get the power down early. But no, don't have it there either. But I can have to pass the line out of the corner. And I'm past him. Right, I've gotten onto the back of a big train here for third place. It's Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz. We're battling for third at the moment. Oh, Carlos Sainz went a bit wide, but he's trying to get past Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen's squeezing him up against the wall. Not very friendly. I don't just go around the outside of Verstappen, but let's try it. I see my mirrors. That was a double overtake. I passed a Red Bull and a Ferrari. That was good. So I'm P4 now. Got the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton ahead. And I think ahead of him is Daniel Ricciardo in the McLaren, having a great race for McLaren. I think we're coming up on lapping Mazepin. Thank you, he held up Lewis Hamilton. Out the way. That's the one good thing Nikita Mazepin's done, is hold up Lewis Hamilton for me. We're actually coming up to back markers. We've got both Williams now and Schumacher. Blimey, Ricciardo's like 9 seconds up the road. There's actually a big gap to Ricciardo. And that's about 21 seconds to Bottas in the lead, so he's a long way ahead. I can start to see Ricciardo, he's about 6 seconds ahead. And there's about 5 laps to go, so if I'm faster than if I'm quicker than a second a lap, I can catch him. But I don't know how fast I'm going compared to him. I am gaining, but making mistakes like that I'm not, so it's going to be a close finish. I can't get I won't be able to get first. Bottas is too far away, but I might just be able to catch Ricciardo if I'm lucky. And if my driving approved. I swear my whole race hasn't been like that. Okay, 1 lap to go. I'm on the final lap. Ricciardo is in sight. He's been held up by Giovinazzi. But now, of course, Giovinazzi's going to hold me up. I don't think I'm going to catch Ricciardo. Excuse me, Gio. Thank you. Now we're close to Ricciardo, but we're not going to catch him. Final corner, Bottas wins, Ricciardo second, Sergio Perez third. What a good fun race that was, and what a proper Sergio Perez redemption race. So, as I said, Valtteri Bottas was first, Ricciardo second, ourselves as Sergio Perez was third, Lewis Hamilton fourth, Sainz fifth, Verstappen sixth, Gasly seventh, Leclerc eighth, Tsunoda ninth, and Lando Norris 10th, rounding out the points. And the rest of the grid was Lance Stroll 11th, ahead of teammate Sebastian Vettel. Fernando Alonso was 13th, Giovinazzi 14th, Ocon 15th, Raikkonen 16th, Schumacher ahead of the two Williams in 17th, Latifi 18th, ahead of Russell 19th, and Nikita Mazepin. We were actually about to lap him again. As we crossed the line going into turn 1 after the finishing line, we passed him again. So Mazepin was 2 laps down at the end of all that. Yeah, really exciting race. I'm going to do this for the rest of the season. This one's the first sort of... This one's a little bit cheaty. It's meant to be the alternative Bahrain Grand Prix, but we're sort of still in Bahrain. The next races though, next race will be... is meant to be Imola, but instead we're going to be at Mugello, because that'll be the alternative track. That's the next nearest track that I could find to Imola. So yeah, this will be going out throughout the whole season, and I'll try and record these on the same day as the actual Grand Prix, so I can be driver of the day and carry on like that. So if you want to keep seeing this series, be sure to subscribe and give a like to the video as well if you liked it and if you want to see more. So until then, see you at the next race.